Some companies charge ridiculous amounts of money to make a WordPress site. That is why I decided to make this video along with a free step-by-step guide to teach you exactly how to make your own site. And the thing is, we can have your WordPress site up and running in 30 minutes from now. So let's stop wasting a lot of money. Let's stop watching video after video. I will tell you exactly which steps to take to have your own beautiful website up and running today. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Now let me start by introducing myself. My name is Bob van Buel, and for the past 18 years I have been creating websites. Now when I first created websites, we had to write down code by code to actually have your website created. But nowadays, thanks to things like WordPress, we can actually create our websites without having any knowledge about coding. And over the past couple of years, I've also helped a couple of young entrepreneurs to start and grow their business. And every time they came to me and said, Bob, listen, I'm really struggling getting my site up and running because I'm either getting charged ridiculous amounts of money from companies to create my sites, or people were just spending days and days on end to really get their website the way they wanted to look. So I thought, instead of helping a few individuals, let me try and create this video and a website where I can really help a lot of people to have their own website up and running today. Because as I said, we can actually have it within 30 minutes. Now, alongside this video, if you go to my website, you will actually find that I've written down everything we're going to be covering in the next 20-30 minutes on my website. So you can actually take your time and read everything. I've also included screenshots on every page to really show you what to do, where to click. So hopefully really help you to set everything up exactly the way you want it. But first things first, we have to get a domain and hosting. Because without a domain name and hosting, we can't really have our website. So if you scroll down a bit in this video, you will see a link to my website where I've included a tool which will help us see if the domain is free and actually register it. So if you scroll down a bit on my website, you will see here, get your own address on the internet, and it's powered by Bluehost. Now before we're going to register, let me explain why I really advise using Bluehost. Now first of all, let's check what WordPress itself says about Bluehost. Now this is the official WordPress website. And as you can see, Bluehost is actually promoted at the top of the page as being the best hosting provider out there for WordPress websites. They're powering over 2 million different WordPress websites. But I myself, I've also used Bluehost, and I can really tell you there's a few things that make them stand out from the crowd. First of all, Bluehost is really affordable. As you can see, for just $4 a month, we can actually have web hosting, and we get a free domain. Other companies often charge up to $20-30 a year to get a domain. Another thing is, they've done something really special. Once you register your domain and your hosting, they will actually give you a temporary URL so you can start building your website straight away. Now that's really unique because normally we have to wait for a couple of hours before we can actually make our website. But thanks to Bluehost, we can start straight away and they will transfer it to your own domain as soon as everything is set up. So back to actually registering our domain. Now let's take 1 or 2 minutes to talk about domains before we register it, because choosing your domain wisely is very important. First of all, we want a domain to be a bit sticky. We want it to be logical, and we want people to be able to remember our domain, because we want these return visitors. And if we have this really difficult domain which no one can really remember, chances are people won't be coming back to our website. And secondly, Google actually ranks the words you have within your domain higher if people search for it. So if you make a website about traveling, for example, it's great to have either certain destinations or the word travel within your URL, because as soon as people Google places to travel to, you will get a boost in the ranking. Now another thing with domains is we have a lot of options. We can have a .com domain, as you can see here, or a lot of other things. I would say just go for a .com because it's actually giving you a boost again on Google, because .coms are the most common ones and they're basically the most trustworthy ones for people as well if they see it. But you can always pick a different one if you feel that's more relevant to what you want to do. So once we know the domain we want, let's check if it's available. For now, I will say get your wpsite.com and simply click on check availability. All right, well, this domain is available, because if it wouldn't be available, Bluehost will give us a few options here, which are similar to the ones that we actually put in. Now, I don't really recommend using these because they often add a number or they're just not the one that you wanted to. So, go back to the drawing board and try a different domain until you actually find one which is free. Now, Bluehost offers single sign-on with Google, which means that if you log in with Google, they will fill out all of these fields according to what you've already filled out at Google. But of course, we can easily fill all of these fields out ourselves as well. Then we get to the second part where there's a couple of options, and we can choose how long we want to get our hosting straight away. Now, as you can see, it gets a bit cheaper. It gets relatively cheaper the longer we register, but this is really up to you, to what you feel comfortable with. And as you see, as we saw before, you get free registration of your domain and you get a free SSL. And SSL means that your website will be running on HTTPS, which is more secure, and we'll really get back into this a bit later in this video. Then we get to the extras. Now, the first one, domain privacy protection, is one I really recommend. I once forgot to do this and I got spammed. Because what this means is Bluehost will hide your whois information, which means people can't figure out who actually registered the domain and what your email address is. When I forgot checking this box a while back, I got spammed so bad. So many companies started offering me, I'll create your website, I'll create an app for you, I'll do whatever. And at some point, they even managed to find my phone number and started calling me on my mobile phone, which is, for me, for $1 a month is really, really worth it. The other two, I'd say for now, let's not really take it. If you are expecting really, really high volumes, so a lot of traffic to your website or processing a lot of payments, they can be interesting. But if not, I'd say let's keep the money in our pocket for now. Scrolling down, we can say how we want to pay, either by credit card, but if you don't like that, simply clicking on more payment options will give us the option to go for PayPal. And as a last step, we have to read and agree the terms of service. And if we don't want to get emails from Bluehost, simply click here. So what I will do right now is I will actually go up, fill out all of these forms, and I will get back to you in the next screen. All right, guys, I just finished signing up, giving all my details. And of course, you can here now create your password, which we will do. Let me just get a password. All right. And now the really cool thing about Bluehost is that you can actually start and creating your website, straight away. Most hosts, what you'll see is it will take some time to register your domain, to set up WordPress. What Bluehost does is that it actually, they give you a temporary domain so you can start building, and as soon as your domain is ready, they will move it. So it's a really, really cool feature. All right, so what we see here is we can actually pick a few themes already, but let's skip this for now. I will get into themes in a minute, but let's go into start building our WordPress website. Let me just close these. So as you see here, this is our temporary domain, while our website is all being creative. All right, so I know this might seem a bit strange in the beginning, a lot of things, but we'll get there. We'll get there really easy. So for now, we don't need help, because hopefully I can give you guys all the help you need, and then we'll actually see our dashboard. Now, as you can see, right now it's giving a coming soon page on our website, which we'll keep for now. As soon as we're done, we'll click launch, and then we're ready. So let me explain WordPress really fast. There's a couple of things. Now, first of all, we have pages, and pages are our home page, our about page, our contact us page. And then we have posts, and posts are blog posts, because blogs is something which is done a lot using WordPress, because it's a really, really good feature about it. Now, right now, if we go to visit our website, we can see here, welcome, just another WordPress site. So we actually already have something very standard. But of course, we don't want something very standard. We're going to make our own website. So clicking here gives us a few options. It can go to our dashboard, where we were just a few seconds ago. Themes, widgets, menu. And let's start with theme. Now the theme, basically what we see right now is a standard theme. Now WordPress has thousands, tens of thousands of free themes. There's also paid ones, but we're just gonna look at the free ones. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here and we're gonna go to themes. Now, as you can see, there's 3 actually pre-installed right now, but let's add a new one. Let's just see which ones are there. Now it starts with the featured ones. You can scroll, see if there's anything you like. You can also search. So say you want to make something about a website about food. Let's see if they have, they have a couple for restaurants, for other things. We can also just check which ones are popular right now, because they change every now and then. And, just scroll down a bit until you see one you like. Now I like the look of this one. We click install, and it's installed, activate, and it will activate our theme. All right, so if we go back right now to our website, we will see that, it has changed. It still says, welcome, just on a WordPress site. And this seems more like a blog right now. So I'll first show you how we can actually customize having a blog website. And then I'll show you how we can make this into more of a professional website for a business. So we're going to go back to our dashboard by clicking here. And there's a few things we always want to do before we start building a website. And that is, first one, we go to settings. And, we just saw welcome and just on our WordPress site. We don't want that. We want to have our own title. So let me, make your WordPress, let's do it properly, site, and then step by step guide. All right. And we will save this. And with settings, we also see permalinks. Now, before I talked a bit about Google, making sure that they're, we get ranked better. You see standard this is the ID that we will get when we make a new page. So page 1, page 2, but we don't want that. We want to have the post name. So if I make a new page, for example, about us, I want to have it, to be getyourwordpresssite.com/about us, right? So this setting, very important, save changes. Now, there's a few other things we have as a standard, and one of them is a page. They always have a sample page. Let's trash it. And get yourself this habit. Whenever you trash something, you're not going to use it, delete it. We don't want to have, we don't want to cloud our whole website with a lot of things we don't use. And we're just going to make a new page right now, and let's call it home. Just publish. For now, that's fine, just to set everything up. And the same with posts. Remember, those are your blogs. You see it has a hello world, really nice. Let's trash it. And again, in our trash, let's delete it. And let me just make a new post right now. And it is welcome to our website. Welcome. We'll get back here in a second, but just to show you guys what happened. Okay, so let's go back to our website right now. And what you see is welcome to our website, posted today, and welcome. And basically this is the beginning. So let's start getting our blog going. Now, another option you see here is customize. And customize will allow us to change everything we want on this page. So for example, maybe we don't want this, but maybe we want to have a logo. So just click here, select logo. Just go here, and I actually have my logo right here. Select. It will ask if I want to crop it, for example, only this part, but I like my whole logo. I just say skip cropping, and boom, there we have our logo. Now, then we have this. Now, trust me, I've never really seen a good use for example, this part. So just click on it and say remove, and it's gone. Categories. Now you can categorize all your blog posts. So I could say, if I have a restaurant, this is about Thai food. And the next one might be about Italian food. So people can click on Thai food and they will see all my posts on this. So that's a nice one to have. Your archive just shows all the old posts. I myself don't really like it, so I want to remove this. Recent posts, that's nice. They can just click on the most recent post. Comments, recent comments. I mean, if you are not moderating your website, so you're not checking it very often, I wouldn't have the most recent comments here because you never know what people post. So that's just a little tip. Search could be useful. And then you can see here, we can change the logos, the icons, we can change what we have here. So that makes it look much better. Okay, so this was a sidebar. Now, if we go back, you can see that we also have, normally it's on advanced options. Let's see, there we go. Okay, background image. Now this is the standard image. I don't like it. I want to have my own image. So let's say select one. I'm going to upload. And this is one of the photos I took using my drone a little while ago. Let me just upload it, which seems to be going pretty slow. Now, keep in mind, you don't want to upload too big of a photo, because what's going to happen is if people use a mobile phone, you don't want them to download, a huge photo. So try and keep the size a bit small. That's what went wrong here, actually. So I'll make sure to edit that later. And now you see we actually have it here. Now I want to have the whole photo. So let's see. All right, we can say fit the screen, boom, whole photo. Publish, and now it's there for everyone. And we could do the same, colors. Now here's a little trick I'll tell you about colors, background. No professional website you'll see, check Google, Facebook, any of the big companies uses pure white or pure black. It's always, that's just really hard on the eyes. So for my background, I want to be very close to white, but just a bit broken. And I know that FA as a color code is a very light gray color. I like that better. You can hardly see the difference, but trust me, the way people actually see your website actually changes if you do this little trick. So there's just a little extra tip I have. Now, of course, we can change a lot of other things, but for now, you can just play around with it a bit. For now, we'll get back here a bit later. We will go to this post. Now, another thing which is what I like to do, so is adding categories. Now, let's say this one is about hosting. I'm going to do that, and it might have a few tags. Again, people can search for tags. So let's just keep hosting for now. Normally you think about this a bit more. And I want to have a featured image. Let's use my logo. Update. And we'll actually make a second post as well, just to show you guys something. I'm going to add a new one and post number 2. This is the second post. As you can see, remember how we changed it in the settings to have our name here. Now you can see it actually says post number 2. That's why changing your permalinks here was so important. This one might be, let's just say it's hosting again. And tags, I can see which ones are the most used. Well, I only have used hosting. Featured image. Let's take that one, but it's a bit big. I'll just use this one for now again. Publish. Okay, what happens normally is that if we go back to our site right now, as you see, the new post comes on top. And well, take some time to actually make a photo which fits in this box. But what you can see is categories, hosting, tags. So I can click here and I would see the results, every post having this tag. Pretty cool feature. But now, this is basically how you make a blog. So I can open it and there we'll see the entire thing. People can leave a comment. You can also disable comments if you don't like that. Turn comments on or off. So I can say, I don't want people to do anything. You can choose what you want to have for comments, but yeah, it really depends on your preferences. So now let's look into how we can actually make this into a beautiful website, which can include a blog. And in the beginning, we made a page. And as you saw right now, every time we make a new post, it comes on top of our website. So we're going to change that because I want to have the same landing page every time we actually go to my website. So we go to customize and we say homepage settings and use, instead of your latest post, which we have, a static page. And now you will see that we'll actually get, the theme, the full power of the theme. I'm going to say home. And boom, it's completely changed. So right now, what we have is a website with a lot of pre-made things. And as you can see, our posts are still here. Our latest, says news, we can change that. So let's go through this. Now, okay. Welcome to makeyourwebsite.com. Customize this bottom. Maybe I want to have this about us. And it will be the link. I will make the page later about us. This one, maybe contact us. Link should be contact us. All right, so we already changed this. We still have the photo from the other page. We have our logo. Great. Features. Okay, so they say we need this plugin. Now, plugins are really cool things as well, because basically what it is they're pre-made parts of your website which you can use. So let's just try and find this one. We're going to close this. We're going to go to our dashboard and then plugins. There will be a few already installed by when we got our website, and we will search for this plugin. Sometimes you'll see they have different names. So it is going to be this one, I'm pretty sure. Install, activate, and we'll just wait a second. Go back to our website, and now hopefully, there we go. We have our features. So let's keep on customizing. So features, you know, maybe we want this to be services, and then choose your section. Let's see the first one. All right, maybe this one is again about hosting. Read my honest opinion on different hosting companies. Of course, we could change the image if we want. We can actually change the link probably here, the link, so it links to a page we're gonna make. We could also say maybe that we don't want to have 4 but 3. You see, publish. Okay, so basically I think this makes sense, right? Here, okay, so you do this in the bottom button ribbon. So let's see, it should be here, ribbon section. Here we go. Contact us. All right, get in touch. Publish. All right, now all the other parts. So say about, maybe I don't like an about part. All right, so I'm gonna go about, and then probably height, gone. Your team, I don't have a team. I work alone. So let's see where our team section, hide, gone. Testimonials, I don't have any testimonials yet, hide. Latest news, that's nice. This one, this is the other. Yep, we saw that one here. Just remove the text and it's gone. Publish. All right, so basically what we have now is, you know, this took us 5 minutes. We have, you know, we made our website. Of course, you have to write a bit of text. We have our blog posts. Get in touch if we want. Maybe we don't. Let's just hide this one as well. And we have our footer. Now, you see that this is a bit of, you know, basically the guys who made this theme, you know, their name is here, and you know, we're using it for free, so that's fine. You can also pay for it, but honestly, if you want to have paid themes, there's a few really good ones. So I wouldn't do it. I would just leave it for here, because we're making, you know, a fast and cheap site. So, you know, credit where credit is due. That's what I would say. And we can probably change the footer as well. Here we go, footer options, the icons. Okay, so we can add icons here. Facebook.com/make-your, and let's see what happens. Yeah, it includes a link to Facebook, so that's nice. You could have more links, or you could say, you know, copyright. Well, copyright me. All right. Publish. So there's a few more things I want to show you. So right now, you know, I think our website looks pretty cool already. There's some nice animations in there. We have some news. We have the footer. Let's make another page, a second page. And we've spoken about the About Us was one of the pages. So go here to your dashboard, add new page. About Us. And here we can have text about us. If we want, you know, we can add, maybe in the beginning, a photo again. Now, just for now, I'll keep using this one. You can choose, you know, here you can say, I want to have the text around it, or I would just want it, you know, I don't, you can basically play around with it where you want to have your photo or your image, and publish. All right, I will make one more page, and then I will also show you how to include them on, basically in the menu. Now, contact us. Now this is an important one because contact us, we want to have a form. So I'm going to publish this and then I will show you exactly how it works. We go to plugins and it's probably the most used and popular plugin. So we just go to popular and contact form 7. There we go. Install and activate again. All right. So now what we have here is we have contact here. This wasn't here before. It just added here. Let's add a new form. You can choose what you want to have here. So, you know, do you want to have someone's name? I don't need to know someone's name. I just want their email address, the subject, and the message. In here, you will set up all your settings for, you know, what your email is, and we'll save. And what happens is we get a code. This piece of code. Just copy it, and in our contact us page, all we have to do is paste the form, update. Let's view the page. You see, you have a nice contact us page. However, I also see that I have these things here, and I don't like it. I don't want to have this. So edit page, and I can tell them, you know, it's a full width page. Update. Let's view again. And it's gone. So if you use full width, you won't have all the sidebars. So it's really a very clean page right now. The same will probably go for about us. Yeah, there we go. Edit page. I don't want it here. Full width, update, view the page, and there we go. So it's basically this simple. Now the last thing I want to show is, let's go back here and let's go to appearance and menus. Now here we can customize the menu. I don't like to have, you know, home on my menu because, you know, clicking on my logo will bring you home. It's actually even there twice. So let's remove it. You can choose which one you want to have on top. Doesn't really matter. You could also include posts, but, you know, for me this is fine. And let's create the menu and tell them it's a primary menu. Which means it will show as a standard menu on every page, unless on a specific page you might change it if you want. If you want automatically, you know, that every page you create is automatically added to your menu, click here. I don't like it. I want to be in control of my menu. I save it. So let's visit our website right now. Here we go. As you can see, you know, we have the menu right here. I already linked this before, if you remember, when we were making it. So this should, you know, it links to our About Us page. You can always edit a page when you're there. Go back. We have our services here. We have our contact us. We have our latest news. We have our information, our footer, our Facebook is linked. And really, that's, you know, that's how you create a website. It's this simple. And, you know, the cool thing about WordPress is if I end up not liking this theme, I can actually change the theme. And my post will still be there. Now, of course, it won't look as good in every theme, you know, as the one we just made. So we can always change themes, try it out, go back to our old one if we like it better. And that's basically how WordPress works. All right, now I realize we went over a lot of things in the past 20 minutes. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I've actually written out everything we've covered in this video on my website. So you can just go there and go to the section where you want to read a bit more about. Also, if you have any other questions, just leave a comment down below and I will reply to every comment I get. And what I would also really love is that if you actually use this video or use my guides to create your website, is that you show me your website. Send me an email with a link and I will make sure to check out your site. So that's all for today. Now, if this video was of some value to you, please give it a thumbs up. It really, really helps me out. And also, if you want to see more videos like these, subscribe to my channel because I will bring out a lot of other videos about making websites. So I hope to see a lot of beautiful websites and to see everybody soon.